Hello?
Hey,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So, sorry about the delay on the session. I feel like it's been a long time.
Yeah, I've been really busy with theater stuff, so
Yeah, I've been busy, but I'm glad we got this while we're on Thanksgiving break.
yeah, I go back tomorrow, so
Yeah, me too. So, I just took a look at these solves, and I just have to say, you've made a lot of progress. Your solves are looking really good. So we can take a look in more detail. The angle is also really helpful.
yeah, I spent about 10 minutes just setting that angle up, really.
Well, it's really nice. It's close up. It's easy to see what's going on. And the average 20.07, and this was from about 2 weeks ago. So that's like 2 seconds better than your other averages. So let's just see. Oh yeah, 0.25. Here we go. So let's take a look at the cross on this one. Like there, throughout this whole average, there's a huge improvement on your crosses. It looks like you're really getting the hang of setting up pieces with other pieces and solving everything efficiently. And so that cross was nice. Then let's see what pair you have. I think you do blue and red. Yep. And because that's blue and red is going into the back right, that's a pretty good way of solving it. Just because you can just connect it and then solve it. Okay, let's see. What do you do next? Okay, blue and orange. That was really good. And you've got two easy options here with. Okay, yep, that's good. And the F moves, you did a lot of that in this average, and it's always really nice. I think that's a really nice thing that you've started doing. And I like you always use it in like really convenient places. But let's just take a look here. So you do the F move insert in order to not cube rotate, but then you kind of cube rotate anyway. And it turns out that you'd have to cube rotate back. So that's a pretty good way of solving that pair, but I can actually show you a better way. So let's go to where you have red in front. So with red in front, you can move your edge over with U prime, and then you do R prime, U prime, R U, and then R prime, U prime, R, and that will solve that pair into the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the one F2L case that I kind of saw you struggle with in this average. That was like the one efficiency thing I noticed.
Mhm.
And that's not a super intuitive thing, so I can understand why you do what you do, but it can be really helpful to have the more efficient solution. And then you do the F moves again, that was nice. Do your OLL. It's all good. And then you get an N perm. And your execution for the end perm was really nice as well.
I'm trying to learn the other in perm. I don't know it yet.
Oh, yeah, the other one doesn't have a great algorithm, but like the end perms are rare enough that it's not awful if you don't know great algorithms for them. So that was an 18. That was a good solve. And then you've got a 22. So let's see what happened on this next one.
Now, one of these solves I got a DNF on, and I forgot to change it to a DNF before I uploaded it.
Yeah, I saw that. And you were off by 2 swapped things on each layer. But like it was like the same amount of moves as if you solved it. So it doesn't matter a ton for the analysis purposes. So let's see what you did here. Okay, this one doesn't look like it has a super easy solution, but we'll see what you did. Sorry if you can hear my brother playing trumpet in the background.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, so let's see what... Okay, I can kind of see a good solution, but I'm curious to see if it's what you do as well. I mean, that's not what I saw, but it still looks nice. I mean, everything, you sort of set everything else up well. Like I said, you're getting better with your crosses. That was pretty good. And then let's see, did that set? Yeah, I think your blue and orange is good. So you connect that and solve that. That's really good. And so I don't think it's what you did, but what would be an easy option is this blue and red pair here.
Yeah.
And do you know the solution where you do a U prime and then you connect them with R, U prime, R prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would do here. Let's see if that's what you did. I'm not sure actually. I think oh, you see green and orange probably. Oh, that's what you did. That's very good. So never mind, that was what you did. And you've got again, you've got the same case from before with green and red. And you do the F moves again. The F moves are nice, but of course it would be better to do the other solution that's just a few less moves.
Yeah, and then I hit it. I had to do a Y2 there.
Yeah, did you you don't actually have to do a Y2 there. There is a really good way to solve this case. And you probably know it. But we'll see. So, with red in front, do a U prime. So let's see if you do that. And then R prime, U, R, it's them. And
Oh,
then
yeah, I see that now, yeah.
yeah. So just make you just got to make sure that you keep track of these things. There's a lot of cases that are similar and it's hard to keep track of, but some of that, like this one's really fast, and so it can save a lot of time to do that one well. And so then you connect that. That's all good. OLL. And then you do your soon. Ooh, that was really nice. Let's see. When you were doing the soon, let's pull it up. You do this push with your left index finger, and that's very, very nice. And then you've got an F perm. Oh, a little bit of a lockup there. But again, with like you do like that push finger trick, and then sometimes you do like flicks with your index fingers, and those finger tricks are very, very useful. So it's very nice that you're starting to do them. Oh, and overall, your turning is looking really nice. So then next you get a 20. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, the GAN X has really made me more motivated to practice and get better now.
Yeah, I tried one at a competition and it feels so nice.
I didn't like it at first, but now I can't use anything but it.
Yeah, I bet. But it's like I really need one, but the cubicle needs me to finish reviewing the products they've sent me before I get anything else. So yeah,
I wish I had that problem.
Oh yeah, it's a good problem to have. So this looks like a pretty easy cross. Let's see. Okay, yes, very, very nice. That's exactly what I saw. And then you've got, yeah, you waited a second, saw that this pair was better. You solved that. That's very nice.
Oh,
Sometimes you'll.
I did accidentally did my cube accidentally did a U2 instead of a U.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, but you do a good job of catching it when that does happen. So then you got, I think you're going to do this pair. Yep. You connect that and then solve that. Very nice. And so this edge, the blue and red is oriented. And I know that red, white, and blue is in its slot. So you could solve that without rotating, but it's in the back left, and I don't know how the corner is twisted. So like that would be kind of awkward to do. So okay, yeah, you rotate, and I think you're just going to go with green and red. Yeah, and I'd say that's the better decision in that case. And then again, we got this same case where if you put blue in front, you could do a U prime and then R prime, U prime, R prime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so that's again just I'd say the one F2L case where you could be more efficient. You're on to OLL. And then you got this, yeah, you got a Y perm. But I remember later in the average, you got a V perm and you did 2-look PLL for it. But I swear I remember you knowing the V perm.
No, I don't think the V. I don't think I ever knew. I don't think I ever knew the V perm.
Well, maybe I'm just remembering incorrectly then. So then that was your 20, I think. So then you got a 24. So let's see what happens on this one.
Yeah, I don't know the V yet. I'm wanting to learn it before I go to my competition this Saturday, but...
Oh, what competition are you going to?
Rocky Top 2018.
Oh, nice. I've got one in 2 weeks, I think, and so that'll be fun.
Where's that at?
It's WizCube in Madison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's. So I did see that if I go back here, that on this scramble.
I messed up.
Let's see if I get it. No, let's see if there's a good way to. Oh, never mind. I thought that there was a free pair there, but that's on yellow, so that's my mistake.
Yeah, I'm not good at salvaging pairs from crosses.
Yeah, that's a level up, or that's like, yeah, another level of difficulty, and so you'll learn that eventually. So here's
I
Okay,
hate
so
when
that
I
was
get that.
good. Yeah, there is a way that if I got that from that position, let's see. From Okay, let's see this again. If I got that from this position, I would just do a B move and then D prime RD and not instead of cube rotating for it. But
Yeah,
I can understand.
every time I cube rotate during a cross, I always think of you. I really do.
You think of that video.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I mean, like with that kind of stuff, it can be difficult because there's B moves are just difficult in general. I've just gotten really used to them, but and that stuff's not too bad. So let's see. So you do your blue and orange. That's very nice. The F moves, very good. And let's see. Green and orange looks good, and I'm not sure there's any other. Okay, green and red is good as well. And I think that's what you're gonna. Yep, that was good. You solve that, and then you go straight into blue. I mean, green and orange. That one was good.
I probably could have cube rotated the other way and then did it backwards, and I
Yeah,
would have.
I was gonna say, but that could have worked, but you're going to have to cube rotate no matter what after that for this pair. So it's not the biggest difference in which direction you cube rotate, but it could help. Like just in general, it's better to cube rotate so your next pair is on the right. So I think there you just lost track of where that was, and then you caught yourself and solved that. Then you do two look Olo. And then yeah, here's the V perm. And then you did a Y perm and the U perm. So that's not a huge deal, but perm isn't that great anyway. But like you said, it could be good to learn. I'm not sure if if you want to learn algorithms this close to a competition. That can be a little bit risky.
Yeah.
So like I usually wait for like 2 weeks before a competition without learning algorithms. But for something like a PLL, like a VPerm, it might be okay to learn it on this short notice.
The problem with me is if I don't learn it within like 10 minutes, I just give up and then wait for another day.
Oh yeah, that happens to me as well. And that having the discipline to learn algorithms can be tough. You just gotta settle down and really learn it, and you can never learn more than one or two at a time.
Yeah.
So let's see. So that was your 24, I think, and that was mainly because you got a dot OLL, I think. So then you get another 20. And we'll see what happens on this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's very nice. Very nice. Oh.
Oh, wrong way.
Yep, but you caught yourself. So it's like that is okay if you catch yourself, because then catching yourself is really an extra reminder, and then you're far less likely to do that again. So then you got, I think you're gonna do green and red. Oh, let's see, where did that blue and orange come from?
I was thinking that I was gonna do green and red. I really was.
Yeah, that's what I see first, but you saw that blue and orange in the back, and that's actually really nice because that sets up when you insert that, it's going to connect your green and red. So that worked out really nicely.
Oh yeah, and then I noticed it there.
Yep. It's
Other
always good to notice stuff like that. And so then I think, yeah, you're going to catch yourself with that pair. That's good.
I wish I didn't cube rotate for it, but
I mean, like there is sort of an advanced way to do that, but it's not a huge deal. And so then here, this one's tough because you know that you have to rotate, and then you realize to separate it, you have to rotate back. That case is tough, but you handled that pretty well. And your execution on that is really nice. And then
yeah, that's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite Olo right there.
yeah, because you can just do the arm moves with your right hand and then double flicks with your left hand. So then I remember that you didn't know the G perms, or at least you don't know this one.
I only know the GB.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this one is GC, and GC has like a different algorithm from all the other algorithms are all really similar, but this one's really different. But so you just do a T perm and then a U perm, and that's fine. And so that was a pretty good solve. You got some stuff there in your F2L. So then you got a 17. So we'll see what happens on this one. So yeah, just so far in the average, your solves have been looking really nice. I'm just seeing there are just a few efficiency things that I've been pointing out, and that's the main thing I've been seeing so far. Otherwise, your solves look good. That cross was nice. Let's see, how do you handle this last piece? Okay, that's pretty good. For I can show you that. From this angle, for to insert this, I do a U and then wide R prime, U, wide R to insert that. And that just lets you insert that edge without cube rotating. And then let's see what after. Yep, you got this pair. You solve that nicely, and it sets up your green and red really well. And you rotate. Okay, let's see. So I think that you just like saw that corner without seeing the pair and just took it out. And so that's fine in that case because it doesn't look like there was any other good options.
Mm-hmm.
But like if there was something like obviously you'd want to look for a good pair in the top layer before just taking out a corner.
I need to get better, like right there where I did the the R prime U R, and I need to do an R prime R. I need to do R prime U prime R. That way it automatically sets up for the 3-move insert.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to get better with that.
And that, I think that's just recognition for when it's in the back. And that just comes with time, and the fact that you already noticed that is really nice. So then you've got this pair. Well, do OL, and then you get this U perm.
Yep, there we go. There's
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's the same amount of moves, so for the analysis purposes, that's fine. But overall, that was a really nice solve. Now let's see what happens on your next one. So then you get another 20. You just doing a bunch of turns?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, let's... I don't see anything great here, but we'll see what you... Okay. Okay, that was nice. That's a good cross. And it doesn't leave... Okay, yeah, it's really good that you spotted that pair. That looks like it was the only good option there. You rotate and solve that. You've got that pair. And yep, that's what you're going to do. So your choice with F2L pairs is getting really good as well. Instead of just locking onto a piece and deciding you're going to solve that, you're getting better at looking at the whole cube and deciding what the best option is. And that's a really good skill.
Now, I wish there was a faster... Do you know any faster algs for that right there? Getting those two where they're easy for a 3-move insert?
I was actually thinking that from this angle, that was a really good way of solving it. Like when thinking about this in a really advanced way, which probably wouldn't be that productive for your solves, but so, the way I think about this is I see that the blue and red edge is right here, and I know that no matter I know that I'm going to have to cube rotate for this pair. But whether or not I do that, I won't have to cube rotate for the blue and red one because that edge is oriented. So what I would do is rotate so red was on front and do R prime, U prime, R to move over the edge, and then I would do the insert. But the way you did it is actually really good as well with the F moves. The one unfortunate thing is that does leave you with the last pair in the back left, so then you have to rotate. And then it's just that same F2L case. We've talked about that. And then this OLO.
I didn't get lucky and get any OLLs that I actually knew that wasn't cross already solved.
Yeah. How many of those do you think you know?
I know 2.
Oh, do you know the F sexy F prime and F inverse sexy F prime? I'm guessing.
I know 4. I know the one where it's the F sexy F prime, and then I know the sexy sledge, and then I know the I, and then I know the one where everything is solved except two edges that are like in a Z perm formation.
So okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So it's okay. Here's another V perm, but yeah, it's kind of unlikely that you'll get one of if you only know 4, that you'll get one of them in an average of 12. That's a little bit unlikely. So you do your Y perm and then your U perm. And if because you don't know the V perm, it can actually be good to just, even though you don't know it, you can sort of memorize what happens for your 2-look PLL for it. So you can just memorize that when you do. So I think I went back a little bit too far, but we'll see if I can get to the right spot. Okay, a little bit. So you can memorize that when you have the V perm from this angle, you do Y perm, U2, and then a U perm. And that it's still not as good as knowing the algorithm, but it's like the next best thing. And when you know all but a few PLLs, that's probably the best way to handle it. And the same thing can work for OLL.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was a 20. That's all looked good. And then you get 16, 17, 19. So you stretch here. We'll see what happened. So I know that on one of these solves you switched and did yellow cross. I don't think it was this one, but it might
I
have been.
see a pretty good white cross here.
Yeah, I do too. So I don't think it was this one. Yeah, so that's good. I would have done that a little bit differently, but it doesn't really matter. Then you go straight into that pair. That's really good. And it sets up your blue and orange into the same case. You rotate and solve that. That was good. There is a more advanced way to solve that, but
Yeah, I know it. What I would have done right there is I probably would have done like a F prime, U prime F, and then it would have been already set up right there.
Yeah. But then you'd have to cube rotate for it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So there is sort of an advanced way where you don't have to cube rotate, but without that, this is probably the next best thing, and so I'd say that's fine for now. And then you catch yourself there, and then you solve that. And then do your OLL.
Ooh, that don't look good.
Yeah, well, I mean, slow motion makes everything look a little bit more rough.
Yeah.
So then you do this F perm. And this F perm goes cleaner than the one earlier. And so I can tell why that was a 16. Everything went really nicely in that solve. So then you got a 17. And I'm pretty sure this is the one where you switch to yellow, but we'll see. Yeah, it looks like white isn't great. It's okay, but I'm not sure if yellow is better. Okay, actually, yeah, this is the one. Yellow looks nicer. So let's see how you did this. Okay, very nice. Very nice. That was good. Then you got this green and red set up, but okay, you had green and red set up, but doing blue and red is good. That's getting rid of the back left slot. Then you've got, yep, you got this pair. You're doing well at choosing your pairs. So my guess is now you're going to connect this and insert it with F moves. Actually, you rotate for it, and that's fine as well. And then again, we've talked about this case. So it looks like, again, your efficiency is really nice, except for this one case. And you go straight into OLL, and you do a good job of recognizing your two-look OLL situations pretty quickly. And then you get this R perm. And again, because it's right before you have a competition, I'd say this algorithm is fine, but there is a different algorithm for that R perm that's a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Probably talked about that before. So now you've got 19. So we'll see what happened on that one. Okay, this one looks all right, but it looks a little bit difficult to find a really good solution. So we'll see what you did. Okay, so you solve those two, solve red, and then solve orange. And so that probably could have been more efficient, but since you had it all planned out, I'd say that was pretty good. And then that leaves you this pair. You do that really nicely. And you've got that's a really nice option, green and orange. Green and red is really good as well.
I know green and orange is a really nice option because it's already solved for me.
Yep, so you solve that. And then you go into green and red. Okay, so you're trying to get a little bit fancy there with connecting it when it's not when the edge isn't matching, and that's actually something that I still struggle with. So I can understand why you got it connected reverse, but you reacted to that quickly and then solved it again. And so that was actually pretty good. And then you
I think
do the F move
one of my main focuses is to keep cube rotations down, so that's probably why I did that instead of cube rotating and doing.
Yeah, so actually, yeah, you did save a cube rotation because you did that and then inserted with F moves, so you did save the cube rotation there. So, yeah, that's probably one of the biggest differences from the first session is you've cut down on your cube rotations by a lot. And then you solve that really nicely, and it actually gives you all your edges on top, which is kind of lucky. You do your OLL, and then you get a J perm. And it's not super common to do that algorithm for it, but I'd say that's fine. So that was good. And then your next one here is a 22. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's going to be easy to insert to solve that green, but then you've got to deal with. Okay, yeah, I remember this from. I remember watching this earlier. So this is actually a good opportunity to show you. So you start off by solving that green. That's good. And you know orange is here. So what you could do is move over the red so that it's on this left side here.
Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah, and then you do D and then solve orange and red and then another D to line it up. And that's probably the how I'd solve that cross. But like I think you got caught a little bit off guard here. Yep, and then
Yeah, that's one of my problems during solves right there.
yeah. And then actually here, yep, that's reversed. You got your blue and green swapped. And so what you can do in this situation, instead of doing F2, B2, and what I saw you do, you can do M2, U2, M2 as a better way to swap those two.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, and so like it's not a great situation to be in, but that's probably the best way to fix it. And then let's see, that doesn't leave you with any great F2L pairs.
Oh, that was a lot faster.
Yeah. So then you spotted this green and red. That's good. And you got green and orange. You rotate and connect that. So you've got good F2L cases, but you're getting a little bit unlucky each time because each one needs a cube rotation. So then you connect that, solve that, and then yep, F moves. So again, you saved a cube rotation there. That was nice. And then just do Ola. So I'd say the only reason that this was a slower time was because of that cross, and that was just a difficult situation. So besides cross, that was a good solve. And then for your last solve in this average, you have a 20.9. Ooh, and you've got some decent views on this average too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How did that happen?
I don't know. I guess because it has GAN 356X in it. In the title.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's going to get some attention. So, let's see. I don't see anything great here for cross, but we'll see what you do. Okay. Yeah, this one's a kind of difficult cross, but we'll see what happens. Okay, yeah, that's basically what I would have done in that situation. That was really nice. So yeah, you did really well with cross in this average. So then you've got this pair, which you just get a little bit unlucky. I can see that solving this pair will insert this with the flipped edge. So that's just a little bit unlucky there. Then you've got a kind of an unlucky situation there. There's not many good pairs. Okay, so you connect that, and that connected your other pair as well. Yeah, and then, ooh, I don't use it worked well for you, so I'd say that's a neat algorithm. So then you do your OLL, and you unfortunately got a corner twist here, and you caught that. But luckily, then you get your corner solved and you get an H perm. And you solve that well. And that finishes off your average. So, like I've been saying, you've made a huge amount of progress, especially since the very first session. You've gone from having a cube rotations be your weakness to it being a strength of yours. And that's like a really impressive accomplishment. So, just going forward, I'd say your efficiency is good. You've just got one or two cases that you can refine a little bit, and then your efficiency for F2L is good, and you can start learning some advanced F2L kind of stuff if you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to try to. My goal is by the end of the year to learn to know full PLL, but maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that can be good. Let's see. So you need to learn that one N perm, V perm,
V perm, and then 3 Gs.
So yeah, that's about one algorithm a week. I'd say that's a good pace.
Are you going to ever do these for 4x4? Because I'm like horrible.
I mean, I'd like to do that for more events, but that I'd have to figure out like how long it takes to go over solves, and I'm not as much of an expert on 4x4 as I am on 3x3.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's why I've been sticking to 3x3, because that's where I think I have the most knowledge and experience.
Yeah.
But if I get a lot better at 4x4, then I can start doing this for 4x4.
Yeah, I would like to do those because my best is 131.
Like the main piece of advice I can give is if you don't already learn the Yao method.
Yeah, I'm just using reduction method right now.
Yeah, the Yao method is a lot. Well, it's a little bit more counterintuitive, but in the end, it makes solves like more fun and quick.
Mm-hmm.
So back to 3x3 though, I'd say you can start learning some advanced F2L stuff, but you don't actually need a lot of it. A lot of stuff is just unnecessarily fancy when it comes to advanced F2L. So I just say, like, if you ever come across a case in F2L and think, I bet, like, I don't like the way I'm solving this, I wonder what other people are doing, that's a good time to look up a more advanced algorithm or something. And that's probably the approach you should take for advanced F2L. And then beyond that, I'd say, like you said, learning full PLL, you can start learning some more OLLs. And then I'd say now it's really about getting better at recognizing your F2L cases quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not quite at the level where you need look ahead, but before look ahead, the thing that you do to get rid of pauses is just get faster at looking at an F2L case and then knowing what moves to do. Because like when you see an F2L case, you make all the right choices for how to solve it. It just needs to become a little bit more instant.
Yeah.
And that, I don't know if there's a great way to practice that. I think that just comes with time. But yeah, overall you're doing really well. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask or anything.
No.
Okay. Well, if you have any questions in the future, you know how to contact me.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you, Brody.
See ya.